What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for joining the 100 Block Podcast. We are here. We got Boo Boo over here. Say what's up.
What's up? What's up? We in the block today.
And we have a special guest today, Megaman.
Megaman, host of the Long Beach Social Experiment Podcast. Man, you know, I want to tell you, it's been a minute since I did American Cholos Podcast, but the only show I wanted to do was 100 Block Podcast with Nadia and Boo Boo.
Hey, Boo 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 Boo.
Go Niners!
So how you like our studio?
I love it.
You love it?
You love it? I love it.
Because there's a conspiracy going around that you've been on American Cholo podcast, but there's no proof.
Oh, there is.
Yeah.
There's proof.
I got
I haven't seen the
pictures.
pictures.
I got
no
receipts.
videos.
Yeah,
receipts.
I think you've been drinking too much of that space dust. From freaking Elysian.
I don't know. Oh, Space Elysian?
Yeah.
But you know what? It was true. I think at the time, you guys were just starting. We're all starting. The audio, it was all, but you know what?
Yeah, the audio was off. You know, Megaman was on the show. I remember. That was in the beginning. And
back in the day.
And the audio really came out really bad, so we just had to take it down.
But you know what? You guys took it.
But you back in the building.
Oh, yeah, but you guys took it to the next level. And it's like, look where you guys are at now.
Yeah,
We're like,
exactly.
wow. Nice setup.
Man.
Nice setup.
Yeah, it's hooked up. Definitely.
Yeah.
Hey, but just really quick, I got to correct you. My name is Nydia. Not Nadia.
My bad.
Nydia.
Nidia.
My bad. Hey, it is my bad.
No, it's all good. I just, I had to throw it out there.
All right. Now I know it next time.
Right.
I want to be on her good side. I want to be on her good side.
I've been on both sides. It's all right. It's no big deal.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm still standing. You know what I mean?
You're still alive. You're still breathing.
I'm still breathing. I got air in my lungs. Look at her. She's like,
She's like
till we
this.
get home.
She's like this.
Yeah, I can feel that rain.
Yeah. Oh, God.
I feel the energy.
He makes me sound like the bad guy.
No.
Like, he swears.
No, she's actually good to me.
Yeah, that's right. Tell it.
Yes, dear.
I'll pay you later.
Yes, dear.
No.
Damn it. So what's up, man? How you been? How was your ride out here?
We got here early because traffic was
it's
crazy.
horrible.
So we left at I think we left at around 3:30.
Okay.
We got over here at 6,
Yeah.
just because of traffic, and we went to this brewery over here in North Hollywood, Lawless Brewery.
How was it?
Not bad.
Talking about breweries, you brought me this drink.
Yeah.
And I really don't do this type of drinks, this type of beer. You know, I'm a Corona guy or a Modelo. This is gonna be my first time tasting it.
Yeah. So the
Have
beer.
I tried it yet?
No, I haven't. I wanted to try it on the show so you get my full reaction.
No, you got to get full reaction from an IPA. This one's...
I don't know what this is.
one's
You know,
light.
So,
You'll be all right.
So what is this?
That's a taco truck lager, and that's from the brewery. It's called Dustbo's Brewery. It's in Turlock, California, and the next big city over it is Modesto, California. I met the owners. Good brewery. It's out in the country. The beers are delicious. They're fire. They're fire.
So here it goes, man.
It's
let's
good. I like
check
it.
out my reaction.
And he takes a big old gulp. Right?
Yeah, that was pretty good.
It is
Yeah,
good.
I didn't get no
Yeah.
faces, no nothing. What's that called? I could do
Taco
that.
truck. Taco truck.
Taco
Dustbo's
truck?
Brewery. Yeah.
Okay.
Not
Okay,
bad,
I made sure
not
I took
bad.
a big drink so I could get that good reaction.
I thought he was gonna chug it.
Yeah, but
Right?
it gave me. Oh, you can hear me drinking. It's actually a good beer. I only do Corona or Modelo, but yeah, I'll do that one.
Yeah, it's not bad. And I got like a Frogtown's brewery, so it's my first time.
Okay.
We're in Long Beach, and there's a place we go. It's on PCH and Wanapero, and they have a lot of good craft beer selections. So I wanted to try Frogtown's Brewery.
Yeah.
I always heard stories. It's a good brewery, but just put a lock on your car, man. You can get your car broken into. That's what I heard from the stories from Felipe Esparza, the comedian. Shout out to him.
Shout out to
Hey,
him.
but speaking of cars getting broken into, didn't you recently get your car stolen?
Yeah, my car got broken into. So what happened was me and Cindy, we went to go show love and support to Dogface and Commitment Soldier over there in Azusa, California. So we came back around 10 o'clock, checked our car. And, people told me stories, about, the Kia Boys and all. So we were
Kia Boys?
The Kia Boys. It's the Kia Boy Challenge, on TikTok, they can break into your car like in 30 seconds. They break the ignition and they use a USB cord to start your car.
Oh,
I've
damn.
seen a lot of videos.
Really?
Yeah.
And
They're
it only works on
good.
a Kias or what?
Yeah, and Hyundais. I think Hyundais. Yeah.
Okay.
So the police, the officers came knocking on our door at 4 o'clock in the morning because me and Cindy, we were gonna get up at 6:30, and because we were gonna go help out Hood Santa with the local Hearts Foundation giving out turkeys and all.
Okay.
But they stole my car, but they found it.
So they found it before you realized it.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So
That's cool.
they were stolen around. They were joyriding. They fucked my car up, but my car is getting fixed now. So you know, a lot of the times, guys, you know, your car you won't find it, you know, but they found it over there next city over, which is Signal Hill.
Okay.
But you know, God was looking out for me. You know, it is what it is. But you know what? I got my car. But the thing is, man, fuck Kia, man. I don't want Kia cars no more because the thing is, your insurance will go up if you have a Kia or Honda because like
It's highly stolen.
yeah, highly stolen. So you got to put
Like
locks.
Hondas back in the days.
Oh my
They
gosh.
were like the top cars to get stolen.
Yeah, so right now in Long Beach, the top cars is going to be Hyundai, Kia, and Honda Accords and all that stuff. But it's cool, lesson learned, you know, and all that. But
But
now-
they didn't fuck up your car. They just took it for a joyride.
They took it for joyride, but they did fuck it up. So it's going to cost a lot of money, but we're going to get it all fixed. You know, it took a while for the insurance, you know.
Yeah, kick
Right.
in.
And they want to, and I didn't know the insurance companies, you know, like they want to make sure you're not scamming them.
Yeah, of course. There's
And
a lot of scammers.
That took like a month and a half. So I got my car, but it's all good. It is what it is. But
Yeah.
I'm here right now doing the show with you guys.
I see you
There
got
you
an
go.
alien tattoo.
Yeah. Oh, I'm into
Man,
conspiracies.
that much
Oh,
to where
that
you got a
much?
tattoo? Let me see that shit.
So is that what you believe like aliens look like or what?
I
Green?
actually, I kind of believe there's real
Don't tell me
civilizations
you're
out there.
a flatlander.
Oh, I'm way deeper than that. I'm like 100 times deeper because
What
I
do you mean?
flat. Oh, fuck yeah.
How you look in the sky and everything's round, and how do you the one planet is flat out of the whole universe?
There's
Yeah.
more civilizations right there.
What do you mean? There's more? You believe in that big old ice wall?
Well,
What,
yeah,
you
we
just crashed
have
into
proof.
it?
We have proof. Yeah.
How do you have proof? You gone over there?
Yeah, we have in our pictures. I'll show you after.
You actually went to the big ice wall.
No, we have pictures of
But
actually.
that's not proof.
We
That's
ha-
just somebody putting shit on the internet.
But
I
that-
could put a picture of me all big, bad, and buff.
It's the government,
with Gil's
man.
face.
It's
Hey, that's proof or nothing? No.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I call bullshit.
Ah.
You got to prove it, brother. I call bullshit.
I'll show you after the show. But you know what? There's a lot of advanced civilizations. You know, when he talked about, it goes back to Admiral Burns. But this is the thing: there's been people out there going past the civilizations back in the 1500s, even with the Incas, the Aztecs, the Mayas. You know, they've been there because their god was the sun. The sun will lead them out because you got to remember there was a lot of persecutions, diseases, and all famines. And the weird thing about it is close to 2 to 5 million people disappeared. It's like we don't like this known land.
Okay, so when you go to this wall, this ice wall.
You're stuck on the wall.
There's 6
Yeah,
gates.
I'm stuck on this wall because I'm like, okay, you go on this wall. How high is it? Like,
About-
does it go all the way to the space?
It's 250 feet.
And so why can't you just climb up it? Because there's mountains higher than that people
There's
climb.
people, but-
and just walk over there.
So what they do is every summer around the ice wall, because you have the Centennial Gate, the Leviathan Gate, the Tiger Gate, the Serpent Gate, you have the Summer Gates, and even though you have a little shortcut called the William Morris Barlington Strait, and you go every summer from June to July, there's about 2 to 3 weeks tops, because when the sun hits all the ice walls, the glaciers melt and forms gaps where aliens, people just come in back and forth.
So
And
why
there's-
don't you go?
Huh?
How come you haven't gone?
Oh, I would leave here in a minute.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh
so
yeah.
what's on the other side of this wall? Like little aliens, little tiny dudes?
There's more
Or what,
civilizations.
you know, with the little eyes and all that?
There's a lot of civilizations. You got the Ancestor Republic, where a lot of our people are from.
Uh-huh.
And you got the Ancestor Iron Republic. You got Shiki lands. You got Thoth. You got the Moving Lands. You got Asgard. You got more civilizations out there where a lot of the elites go.
So the earth is flat and it just goes on and on and on forever?
Because there was
Is that
some
why
talk-
Amelia Earhart didn't go around the world? You didn't find her? She hit the wall or what? She hit the wall or what?
Hey, there's been proof of videos going up where they have a firmament and they can see where people say, "Oh, it's round, but it's straight flat." That's a little creepy, a little suspect as well.
Well, I don't know, because when I go in an airplane and we're pretty high up and you can see the curvature of the earth.
There's been
Yeah.
videos,
You know,
even
like-
pilots said, "Yeah, well, this is all flat," but they can't tell you
know.
because they freak you out. But I mean, this is the thing. Everyone, just do your research. That's it.
Why would we be flat and all the other planets are round?
Yeah.
Like,
So is the moon hollow? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, it's
That's
cool.
it.
It's cool. Go ahead.
Well, that the moon is there's more civilizations out there, and because the thing is, when people say, "Oh, United States landed on the moon," it wasn't the United States; it was Germany, because Germany, when they when the World War II happened, around the 30s and 40s, Germany dug in Antarctica with the whole situation with Operation High Jump, and they found all the advanced technologies. And what we're going to talk about later with a lot of those advanced technologies, which is happening now, because they found who was there, they taught them, this is how you make a spaceship. So they had Hannibal 1, Hannibal 2, Hannibal 3, Hannibal 4, which is more German spaceships. And the Hannibal 3 or 4 broke through the firmament and landed on the moon. So Germany was the first country to land on the moon. Then after that, they landed to Mars because Mars used to be Earth.
Yeah. Bullshit.
Huh?
Where do you get all your information from?
Research, just doing research. A lot of it's on Rumble. It's in your face. It's really, and it's like, let me look. So I started doing research. It's like, oh, fuck. There's a lot of crap over here. And this is one of the reasons why the elites, a lot of the people, they want to shut down Rumble because it's free speech and we can say what we want, but there's actual proofs that the government doesn't want us to know. They want to keep us blinded.
All right.
They want to keep us. If you think about it, when you go to school from kindergarten to college, who actually made colleges and schools? It was the Rockefellers, because we're going to teach you a little bit because we don't want thinkers. We want workers. And this is one of the reasons why with social media, they're saying like with solar flares, we're going to shut down Wi-Fi because people are learning. Like, I didn't know about this. I didn't know about that. So now people are taking advantage of finding all the information. So I can post on my Instagram where you can do your research or she can do her research and it's going to spread. So this is one of the things like a lot of people don't want to have me on a lot of shows because, there is 4 podcasters, I'll tell you off air, that their pages got shut down.
How many times has your page gotten shut down?
About maybe 46 times.
40. Yeah, I know it's been a lot,
That's
but
a
46
lot.
times just because you talk about this.
I talk about everything. And also...
So who shuts you down? Like what platforms are shutting you down?
Spotify, Apple, even Rumble. I was shocked. It was like, oh, wow. And we have all the proof, the receipts and all.
Yeah.
And at the same time, they froze my accounts, my bank accounts.
Your bank accounts?
My bank accounts.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's
it's
crazy.
It's a lot.
Right? Like,
That's
really?
a whole different
Just 'cause
level
I believe
right
in
there.
Flatland?
And then also we caught a surveillance of them watching me. Just real talk.
Yeah.
And they put Apple trackers on, and they surveillance and monitor whatever I talk about, and they just shut me down. Where sometimes in a way with Cindy, for her to witness a lot, even though she gets kind of scared. And this is one of the reasons why a lot of platforms
Men in
are.
Black coming after you or what?
I had that before.
Yeah, really? Men in like that type of. I'm sure they're not
2
walking around
people.
block, but yeah.
It got to the point, got scared. And at the same time, I just can't really post anything. They monitored my phones. There was an incident where I was doing an Instagram live, and we were talking, some person put, hey, tell me about this whole person named Dr. Sabi. And this is one of the reasons, like, a lot of people don't know what's going on with the pharmaceutical company. And, Dr. Sabi was talking about how to cure cancer and how to cure certain things, with AIDS and everything. And it all came from glucose and also from mucus. And those are the situations. And every time I post anything with Tulsi Gabbard or Dr. Sabi and all, they would pretty much, in a way, they would shut me down. And what Instagram did when I was talking about it, they put my Instagram live in black. It was like half black and you can see half my face, and there's people typing. And it shut off my iPad, it shut off my cell phone, and we witnessed it. And I was like, man, we're losing our free speech, because a lot of people don't know. Our country, we're losing everything because they made this law called the Restrict Act law, where no one talks about. And we're living in scary times because you can't really speak your mind. She can't speak her mind. He can't speak her mind. So what can we do? And this is a thing where a lot of people are switching over from YouTube to Rumble to say what we want to say. But Instagram now it's not the Wild Wild West, and they're restricting us because they don't want the truth coming out of what's really going on from the elites, because we're living in crazy times. And I feel
that's a lot of information right there. Like,
Yeah.
like you lost me already.
Yeah.
Like I was just like,
Yeah, we got somebody up here. Where did it go? P Dog says, "Yo, Megaman, what's the rumors for cryptocurrency?"
it's
do you
going to
know about
happen.
that?
We're going to go cashless. And this
Well,
is
you
the
kind of see that
Well,
already.
yeah, it's already going in that
Yeah, it's
direction. Like
already-
you go to
Yeah.
the Dodger games,
Yeah,
you can't
you
do
can't-
cash at all, even for parking.
Crypto.
Everything's cards. and-
everything. This
Yeah.
is what they want. Go to cashless society and all. There's a rumor called FET now. That's what they're trying to do. But I feel like a lot of stuff is going to happen this year. So everyone get ready because, I mean, look what's going on in Israel right now. We're going to war. And
Oh, yeah.
no one talks about that. But you got to remember, we're in $34 to $35 trillion in debt. That's going to take us 70,000 years.
There's other countries that are telling their people, like, be
We're-
ready
we're
because
moving.
war is coming. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
freaking crazy.
Oh, my bad. Oh, the other way? My bad, yeah.
Yeah.
We're just living in crazy times, and also, the depopulation no one talks about. That's where I'm mostly main focus on that. When you talk about the COVIDs, when you talk about this matter and this
yeah.
matter, anything what we can do because we have over 9 billion people. We need to calm it down.
So you think COVID was a population control?
Correct.
By the Asians or by the whole world?
By the elites.
By the elites,
Yeah,
the
it's-
people who are running the world
Yeah.
get together.
Yeah, and I'm more focused right now. I'm going to be doing an episode talking about autism being the sterilized because when kids are born, when they tell you,
You have two boys that have autism, right?
yeah,
Okay.
and we have 4 kids, but 2 of them, but they talk about when you have a baby and it's like, hey, we're going to give you free stuff, WIC, Enfamil and all that. Those are putting chemicals in there to do whatever they can to stop the population and have people be mentally handicapped.
It's not working.
It's not
It's Mexicans that are on WIC. There's a shitload of us. We don't
A lot
stop.
of autism.
You can't stop us.
Right? Yeah,
So that's what they do. They start with baby food. The first time you get a sugar, the first time anything, it starts from there. When you had an episode earlier, a while back with, it was you, Gail, and Jose Torres, talking about the detox and
Oh,
everything.
yeah.
That's Aslan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good guy. He talks
Yeah.
about that. You got to focus on your gut. Everyone thinks like right here, your brain's right here. This is your third
That's what
eye.
they say,
You got to focus on your gut because if you don't focus on your gut, you're having all these problems, cancer, this,
Oh, yeah.
flares,
Diabetes and stuff like that.
and also with the processed food, it's like in a lot of the food, it's all plastic where you're not going to the bathroom a lot. It's stuck and you have to clean it out. Then you have parasites because the thing is, I noticed it's like, wow, that's kind of weird. I ate something heavy, but why does my brain say I'm still full? That's not the brain talking. That's the parasites. That's the parasites talking. So it's really hard to really try to lose weight much as you can. But man, it's the research that I do 24/7 because who else is teaching us this stuff
Yeah.
in school?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's change it up a little bit.
Oh,
Okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking fall asleep right here.
Yeah.
I don't understand half the shit you're saying.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
So,
but I mean,
but-
and
but the people out there
and
probably
I could
do.
do homework on you, but
Yeah.
this kind of stuff is
but
a whole
you
different
know what?
level.
And it's okay. I get this all the time. It's new, but once you start learning, it's like, let me see what Megaman's talking about.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
going to take you on these rabbit
But
holes.
it's gonna take
But
a
it's very-
while though,
but-
because
but
you
it's
have
very
a lot
over-
of information.
But it's a lot of.
and
It's
it
very
took you a while
overwhelming.
to learn it all.
Yes.
So for us to hear it for the first time,
Yeah.
it's very overwhelming, and
Yeah.
again,
Baby
we-
steps.
Yeah,
Baby
yeah,
steps.
yeah, exactly.
Baby steps.
Yeah.
Baby
Right.
steps.
So, anyways, let's take this back a little bit. When did you start doing podcasts? When did you get yourself involved with all that?
I did podcasts 6.5 years ago, and the reason why I was doing a podcast because, I was with someone who I have a daughter with, and when I left, I had a vent. I was going through a lot of stuff with my parents, the relationship, what I've been through, how I was when I was raised. My dad wasn't around, so when I started the Instagram, I was talking on lives, venting, and all. And some person said, you should start a podcast. You have so many stories you want to talk about.
Yeah.
And I remember I started going to comedy shows because to me, podcasts and comedy shows conquered my depression.
Okay.
I was
laughing.
Yeah,
is
laughing.
And
Medicine
depression
right
is
there.
serious.
Yeah.
Depression is serious.
It's a big thing.
It's not fun to be in.
And I remember I was showing love to Felipe, then shouts to Martin Moreno, which you guys have on the show,
yeah.
George Perez. And I remember Martin Rizzo. He said, hey, man, I want to get you on my show. You've always been showing love. And he was the one who planted that seed, comedian Martin Rizzo, to start
Yeah.
a podcast called, at the time, I was I was a newbie. I was thrown into the lions. I didn't know what a podcast was.
Yeah.
So I just came up with the name, the Megaman's Podcast. And the reason why I call it the Megaman's Podcast is because my cousin Stephen Gomez, he passed away from a car accident, and he was the one that said, "Hey, Mega Man," like, because we lived in Weedmas, in Harbor area in Wilmington, and he was the first person to have a Nintendo on the block.
Oh, okay.
So he was like, "Hey, what game you want to play?" It's like, I don't know, surprised me. He said, "Well, I rented this game called Mega Man 2.
Yeah.
Fell in love with it.
Okay.
And that's why I named the Mega Man's Podcast to show memories to my cousin Stephen Gomez, who passed away years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, and I just kept on doing the podcast.
And then you quit a few months ago, right? You
I took
tapped out for a little while, took a break.
I took a break.
What was that? Why was that?
There was a lot of things going on back in 2022. We'll get to that later, but with my son had a stroke.
Oh, wow.
And he was
sorry to hear that.
He was at the time. He was he was only 14.
Yeah.
And
I remember when you posted that. Yeah.
It was hard. It was very emotional, and at the time, my podcast was getting up there. Then you know what? A father's love is a father's love.
Yeah.
Then the COVID happened. Then all of a sudden I had to take him to the hospital. Then I find out that my son has catatonia. Catatonia is like something happens to your brain where, I guess with kids now these days, they don't know how to control the pressure, and it's overwhelming. They don't know how to deal with it because the kids at the time were cabin fever because of the COVID times lockdowns.
Yeah.
They don't know how to control. And it shut down my son's brain, and to the point I had to stop what I'm doing and be there. And at the same time, my company, let me go because I was calling in because their mom wasn't around and I needed to take care of my son. Mm-hmm. So I sacrificed the podcast and my work to stay home and take care of my son, Alex.
No. Well,
that's what you
gotta
have
do.
to do.
You gotta do. That's priorities.
And you know, when you're a single father, it's hard out there. But podcast is podcast. But when it comes to your family, you got to put that stuff aside. And
hey, the podcast, if you built it once, you can build it again.
Correct.
Oh, yeah.
Your family.
Correct.
Yeah.
But you know what? But when I took a break from podcasts, I saw a lot of things that opened, and because of my son Alex, his condition, this is one of the reasons why I changed my platform. I want you and Boo Boo, when you guys go to my page, this is what I post because I want you guys and everyone else to understand who I am as a person, what I care about, and what the government is doing to us, but no one wants to talk about. It's all because of my son, because I was trying to find a cure for my son. Mm-hmm. When you ever watch that movie with Robin Williams, Robert De Niro called The Awakening?
No.
Good. That talks about that.
I might have seen it, but I don't. It's been a while.
It talks about people with catatonia, and that's when I wanted to research and find a cure. And because I was trying to find a research, I went down this rabbit hole, and it just kept on going. It's like, people, you got to wake up. This is what's going on. Mm-hmm. It all happened because of my son's condition, and this is where I'm at right now. Well, it's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the podcast is doing good. It's doing good.
Oh yeah. I want to talk about this YouTube drama.
Oh.
You put up a picture of, it was me, you, Gil, and Tony A. Mm-hmm. Just recently. I mean,
I remember seeing that.
Yeah. I want to know, like, what was behind you putting up that picture, being that there's a little bit of drama. I really don't want to talk about the drama.
We're going to keep it light.
I just keep it all respectful because, we got to respect all
I'll be honest.
Chicanos.
I thought you and Tony A were good because you put that, and the comment that you put with it, I just assumed you and Tony were good.
I'm good. I'll just say this to Tony A. Best of luck. Keep on doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
I'm always in Wilmington. If he wants to talk and talk. But at that time, the reason why I put that picture up is like, man, wouldn't it be nice if we all swallowed our egos and sit down, and work out our differences? Mm-hmm. Because, when time goes by, we all grow up. We ain't getting younger.
No, not at all. No.
People can say, oh, he said this, or people in the ears and all that stuff. It was the good old times. Look what Tony, he's doing what he's doing.
Yeah, doing a good job at it. Yeah.
You guys are doing what you're doing. I'm doing what I'm doing. Is this something, and, it's just, I put that picture up as memories, and stuff.
Yeah. That was a good memory. I remember that day. Me and you sat there and got drunk.
Yeah.
I remember.
He had the long beard.
Yeah, the big brocha.
But you know what? How I see things as of what's going on now with the beef and all that stuff, I just see as more as a psyops. I see it more like it's creating more divisions and all, causing more dramas. He said, she said. I'm not like that. You know, if you have a problem, let's talk it out face to face. I don't do these keyboard warriors or this.
Yeah.
But you know what? There's people. I got this from Gil from American Shell. Shouts to him. Think with your brains, not with your emotions.
Yeah.
Even the same situation happened with me and West Coast. Best of luck. You know, he says stuff, I said stuff, but you know what? I'm over that stuff. We're in 2024. I don't want to dwell on the past. My main focus right now is to be in the present and the future and trying to do whatever we can to save ourselves because, man, there's some shit going on down the road, like in the near future of what's going on with our country. Yeah.
Well, shout out to West Coast. Shout out to Tony A. Keep doing what you guys are doing. You guys
doing.
are both doing
Keep
a
doing what
good
you're
job, and just keep up the good work.
And I want to say this, you know, I still listen, I see their channels.
Yeah.
You know, I know there's people go hard on the pain, but you know, West Coast Graffiti, he reinvented himself. Cool. That's awesome. Tony's Tony, but the thing is, stop regurgitating and stop dwelling on the past, and you keep on pushing forward. I don't care about the negativity, whatever people say about me. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but you know, he's doing his thing, doing his thing, I'm doing my thing, and that's all it. Because this is the thing, guys, we're gonna see each other eventually in events.
Oh yeah, of course.
That's
of course.
the thing.
Of course.
You know?
And you don't want that drama.
No,
you know?
and also,
It's just
and you don't
stupid.
want to create divisions because you know you got to be neutral because there's a lot of people that support them, you, her, me, everyone else.
exactly.
Just keep it like that. Keep it light. You know, that's how it is. You know, I know people want the cheese man drama and stuff like that, but for what? What are you going to get out of it? I want to push our people forward, not backwards.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't dwell on the past no more. And the people can think like, oh, Megaman's a hypocrite and this, whatever. Again, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but I'm not that guy anymore. I'm not Megaman. I'm Steven Martinez.
Yeah.
There you go.
So what do you think about Michigan 15-0?
I'm not surprised.
No?
You know, Jim Harbaugh, he's a good coach.
Yeah.
He was the coach for Stanford. He was the coach for the Raiders. And back in the day, when he had Rich Gannon, T. Martin, he had a quarterback from from Washington. So there, and Jim Meyer, he was a quarterback back in the day for the Seahawks. So he built his reputation. Plus, he's a 49ers coach back. We should have won a Super Bowl. I mean, brother against brother. But for him to win a championship, honestly, he should stay with Michigan because if you're going to be in the NFL, Chargers, Raiders, I mean, not really a good fit. I mean, you got that head coach, you know, who was he was our former head coach for Long Beach Poly. So just keep it how it is. But Jim Harbaugh,
who do you got for the Super Bowl?
Niners for sure.
You know what? If you saw the bracket for the playoffs, it's been a lot of years to see a bracket like that hard. I mean, Rams, Lions, Chiefs, Dolphins. I mean, Packers, Cowboys. I mean, we got to buy, but to be honest, I would not sleep on the Cleveland Browns.
They're doing really good
correct.
right now.
And I wouldn't want to play the Bucks. I think the Bucks are going to beat the Eagles.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think the Niners are going to have a hard road going to the Super Bowl.
You think so?
I think they do. I think the Niners do, and I think it's going to be cruise control for the Baltimore Ravens. Yeah. But it's going to be. I'm telling you, there's a lot of Cinderella teams that have nothing to lose. I mean, you know, everyone. It's like, oh, you can have a good record in the regular season, but when you're in the playoff, we're 0-0.
It changes everything.
Anything happens.
Yeah.
Anything happens.
And then let's see who's hurt by the time we get there. Obviously, that changes everything.
I'm more worried about the Niners because if we lose one player, we're fucked, and we have to keep everyone healthy. I think in a way, Brock Purdy, people like put a lot of hype on him, but he's still progressing. He's still learning.
Yeah,
it takes time. But we'll see how it is. And also, I think Bill Belichick's he retired today. I think he did. He was like, I'm done. We're gonna part ways. But who knows? He's gonna coach again.
How many coaches were fired? I know that recently happened.
I know the Chargers, they fired.
There was a lot of people that were fired, a lot of coaches this time.
Yeah, a lot. I mean, we'll just see what happens. But I mean, the Panthers, I mean, Nick Saban retired, but who knows if he's going to work for the NFL? We don't know these. Yeah. We don't know these days.
What do you think about that game? Did you watch the game, the Saints against the Falcons?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of people getting mad, getting a touchdown and all that stuff.
But what do you think about the ending? I mean, usually they say that when a team is killing the other team, you know, out of respect at the end, you kind of, you know, you take a knee and you don't, like, try to, like, shove it in their face. And from what I heard, the coach told the team, you know, pretty much do not go and kill them. And the team went and did it on their own and did it. What was it? Jordan Love. Was it him? No, I'm sorry. Jameson Winston.
Yeah. I mean, people are going to be like, oh, it's respect. It's almost like in basketball. Like, hey, like if it's scoring, don't make a 2. I mean, come on. I mean, look at Jimmy Johnson from the Cowboys when he was the coach for the Miami Dolphins. Don't let him up. They keep on blowing them out, 80. But now you have college teams that are like, hey, 80 nothing. Like, hey, can we forfeit? No, we're gonna keep on beating you. Everyone's competitive.
Yeah.
We don't. Why? For what? It's like if you get beat by 120 points, that's not my fault. That's your team's fault.
It's your team. Yeah.
I'm competitive. You're probably competitive. Boo boo. We're all competitive. I'm not gonna be like, hey, throw the white towel. You don't do that stuff. You're gonna keep on running the points.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
Everybody
real talk.
has their own opinion on that one, but
Yeah, that's. Who gives a fuck about that? I would do the same thing too. I run a touchdown. It was like, hey, wait, it's 56-0. I'm still gonna run a touchdown. I'm gonna get mine. You better get yours.
You're not gonna spike the ball.
It's like Kobe just throwing the ball and making it at the very end there.
Yeah.
Super chats.
Oh, thank you to Activate LA for the super chat, $4.99. King Activate is in La Casa. Shout out to everyone, chat fam. Make sure to smash that like button.
Let me give shout outs to Activate LA. I did his show a while back. Good guy. It's been a minute. This is the thing. Like when you do podcasts, you're gonna meet people in public and all. Dude, like I said, I don't want no fucking hate, man. Look, I want everyone to win, but at the same time, it's always gonna be why him, why her. Like, man, fuck all that shit, man.
You know, I just met on was that New Year's Day? Commitment Soldier.
That's the homie right there.
That was Fool's Years, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
No. I'm sorry. No, that was New Year's Day when we went cruising.
Yeah, but we met him at Food News.
We met him there, and then we ran into him.
Yeah, we ran into him at Whittier Boulevard. Yeah, and that dude's a real humble dude, man.
He's
like,
cool people.
Yeah, I really got to sit there and chat it up with him, man. I was just like,
he even talked some words to my son, like words of wisdom and shit. Like,
shouts to Commitment Soldier. He's one of the reasons my life is a little different, and you got to follow the right people.
Yeah.
You can't follow the ones who keep on talking shit, pressing you and whatever. You got to move different.
Yeah.
I always move different. That's why I rarely go out. I just focus on podcasts, focus on what I'm doing. But Commitment Soldier, King Mexico, Brown, Flo, Chicano State of Mind, you, Gil, I mean, everyone else. I mean, you guys made a difference in my life too. Because the thing is, I want to be a better person. I want to be a better father. I want to be a better human being.
Yeah.
I want to be a better podcaster. I just want to be better because when I look back, what have I done? I want to look back like, hey, thank God I went through all these trials and tribulations.
I'm sorry, really quick. Thank you to Raider Tommy for the super chat. Cuvo, he gave us $2. And then Activate LA, $1.99. Thanks again. Shout out to Ondia, what is it? Ondian Padilla. He always shows. I'm not sure who that is, but
shout out.
Someone was asking me like, hey, Megaman, talk about the Chicano documentary. That's not my issue.
It's none of our issue.
That's Tony, man. That's Tony. I mean, I heard stories, it's hard to make a documentary like that.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
I'm sure it is.
And I was going to tell you, Boo Boo, you guys did an episode yesterday with Icon from Flu's Community.
Yes.
Talking about the, Dirt Dog, they have their own 4 people.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. The reason why I brought that up was because you're in commerce.
Correct.
You're in our community, and I mean, shout out to the 4 guys that are up there. I mean, they are truly LA's best, but we're not in South Central, we're in commerce, and I think they should have put up, maybe 2 blacks, 2 Mexicans, maybe all Mexicans or something, but this is how I see it. The dude that's running it, he's the food there is pretty much based on street food, right? Who runs the street food? Mexicans or Salvadorians or brown people.
And even Mexicans, we buy CDs for them.
Yeah,
albums.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So like,
but they don't play our music on Power 106 and all that.
No, yeah, exactly. But back to Dirt Dog, I think he should have showed us a little bit more love than he did. Because we're the ones that's eating food out of his venue. We're the ones throwing the events out of his venue.
Yeah, that's true.
And there's really nothing there representing us. But it seems like he's using our food, our people you know. And so I just think that, you know, maybe because I think he has a few of them from what I looked up on, and maybe as he goes into different communities, he could put the different people that are in that community up, you know.
I know. Shouts to Dirt Dog. I know they.
No,
follow,
shout out to him too.
Yeah,
you
shout out
know?
to some good food. I mean,
Yeah.
they follow
Yeah.
me.
You know?
I know there's one in Long Beach, and
Yeah.
I know at the time, I don't know if he's on right now. West Coast Graffiti and I,
Yeah.
we were there a while back, you know.
Yeah.
And you know they have Snoop Dogg, they have all a lot of people there.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
You know they had the Hood Santa, Tito. But when it comes to music, yeah, you're right. You know, to be honest, I don't see color anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it just come on. You know, it's just like
Yeah.
why him, why But I understand, like how you were saying yesterday. But we got to have our own people.
Yeah.
You know, because
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at the same time, though, I mean, if he's black, he wants his own people up there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, I'm sure his people are going in there to eat too. You know, yes, okay, it's food that Raza originated, but at this point, we go eat Chinese food, we go eat Mediterranean food. You know, like he says.
So I have a. Am I being racist?
no.
I don't think you're being racist. I mean, I think.
But you
know,
looked
it's-
at it like, hey, what about us?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
the way I did look.
It makes sense.
As soon as I walked into the venue, I see it. I'm like, and I look all around.
I
but
understand.
like,
We're focused on them, but hey,
Yeah.
are they going to be
And-
focused on us?
Yeah.
That's how I
Yeah,
feel.
and that's another
Yeah.
thing. Like, okay, so you got Kobe, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Kobe hands down is LA. I don't care anything. His kids are Mexican. You know, I don't. You know, he belongs everywhere. You know. Well, okay, then you got Ice Cube.
Mm-hmm.
You got Nipsey
What was it?
Hussle.
Uh-huh.
And Kobe.
Yeah.
No, there was 4 of them. So it's
Yeah,
Kobe.
Kobe, Nipsey Hussle,
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop
Oh,
Dogg.
okay,
and
Snoop Dogg, and let's say the last 3. Everybody besides Kobe, right? Have they ever produced a Mexican? They could have put Eazy-E up there. I would have been more satisfied with Eazy because Eazy produced Mexicans.
Toker, brown
You know,
side.
yeah, exactly.
Yep.
You know, so being that it's in our community, I'm not trying to dog these guys at
No,
all. At all.
no,
I'm
no,
just,
no.
I'm putting out what I felt.
Yeah.
You know, and like I say, these guys are LA. They're huge in LA. They all belong in LA. But again, it's not South Central.
Yeah,
You know?
and that can be for that, but I
Yeah.
mean, Dirt
I don't
Dogs,
know.
they have from other cities, and
different
if you're
places.
gonna
Yeah.
have it from other cities, then have the people who represent Long Beach.
Yeah.
Like when
Yeah.
if they
There you
didn't-
go. There you
That's
go.
what
Represent the
he's
city you're
saying,
from.
yeah.
then.
if they had something Dirt Dog in the Harbor area,
Yeah.
like of
Yeah, you put MC Pancho,
MC Poncho,
Tony A,
Spanish Fly.
There you go.
Spanish
Those guys.
Fly,
Yeah.
I mean, Johnny D. Like a lot of Toke Brownside and all. I mean,
Yeah.
King Guest. I mean, shouts to King Guest. Brownside. We just saw him with Conejo concert.
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of good people coming out, but everyone needs shine.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the same time, with social media, it's like who's blowing up. It's like it's fast because look, remember MySpace back in the day, like the music and all. But
Yeah.
but every place should have like a mural like of music from this,
From
I mean
their area.
Yeah, but my top 5, if it was gonna be Conejo, Kid Frost, MC Pancho. A lot of people don't know MC Pancho is one of the pioneers of Chicano rap. Spanish Fly.
Sorry, really quick. Shout out to Central Cal. Thank you for the super chat. Raza, start supporting our own people.
We got
That's
to.
right.
We got
What's
to.
up,
That's
Central
right.
Cal?
Yeah.
We got to. Well, when people talk about like unity and talk like, hey, we gotta be raza, the only time we almost had it, and we're gonna stay with me on this, when Vanessa Guillen, when the whole situation happened.
Yeah.
Now look what's going on with the Justice 8. That is so much of a conspiracy what's going on, but what they did, they stirred up the bee's nest. Because a lot of that corruption is going on, and it's crazy out there right now. But
Yeah.
it's just like yeesh, and it's a conspiracy, but it's some whack ass charges and all. But they're just trying to make an example out of him. But
Yes,
man,
that's what it is.
It's crazy
because they see, the Hispanic culture stepping up right now, and they're like, "Fuck this! We're gonna make an example out of them to show everybody else that like."
To shut us down.
Go back to where you were. You stay low. That's what they're trying to do.
They wanted us in the COVID times, like, hey, street place, hey, restaurants, like, hey, what can we do? And I said, we don't need you no more. So now you're exposing, the elites. You're exposing the council people, the mayors. I mean, everything. The police. I mean, man, dude.
Everybody's
It is
getting
deep because
exposed.
I was doing an episode with King Mexico. Shouts to him.
Yeah.
Man, 95 to 96% of those officers everywhere are Masons. And the Masons work for the
yeah.
Illuminatis. They're not afraid to bury a body in the desert. That's
Well, yeah,
fuck.
there's no cameras out in the desert.
They don't give a
they-
fuck
they-
over there.
Yeah,
they don't
yeah,
care.
They get away with it.
You know,
out
when
here you can't do it because there's cameras on every building. I mean, you can't even. I can't walk from here to my house, and I bet there's a camera.
Oh, those
all
days
the way
are,
over.
yeah, but when you know the system, be like, yo, shut that
Hey,
camera off in the
working
certain
for
time.
the system just gives you that card to do whatever the fuck you want.
Correct. Yep.
Like gang members do, except that they're doing it, and they have the backup.
Yeah,
That's the
Yeah,
difference.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Correct, man. Just but that's how it is. But so prayers and supports to the Justice State. Alex. Now we saw him at the Unity for the Community. It's just it sucks, but man, we're just living in crazy times. And where we talked earlier, man, we're losing our free speech. We can't really say what we want to say because people are scared to be exposed.
Yeah.
It's all cloud,
exactly.
and that's one of the reasons they want to shut a lot of people's pages down. And
And they doing it.
Oh, they doing
Oh yeah,
it.
They doing
They're
it.
slowly getting people, and
Oh, yeah.
and there's nothing you can do about it.
Nothing.
You
No,
No,
just have
because
to
you don't own
start
the
all
platform.
over.
You don't own that platform. You know.
You know what
So-
you know what I noticed about the situation with Alex? Do you see another person like Alex out there supporting the street vendors? I don't see that no more.
No.
Because who was gonna do that? Like how Alex is. But you know how many felonies
They're
all
putting
got?
on out. Yeah. Some like I think it was in the
80s.
It was in the 80s.
Yeah, it's up there.
And that
Yeah.
one of the members, Jaguar, shouts to him. He got fired from his job.
Yeah, that sucks.
Oh yes,
Hey,
I heard about that.
That's messed up. So I was more like, yeesh.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I said, prayers goes out to Justice Day, and only time can tell. And
the only thing is you don't hear about it on mainstream media. I haven't heard of them on
Oh, no.
any mainstream
ABC,
media.
they were
No.
like, okay,
They're
they're
gonna
like
stay away from it.
They're like Homer Simpson. Let's go back to the bushes. That's just
But
how
how
it
many
is.
people watch mainstream media now?
Yeah,
I don't trust it.
Most people
I
go to
don't.
YouTube for their news or
Podcasts.
other
yeah.
podcasters. Yeah,
Podcasters
So
are-
the main thing with podcasts, they're trying to shut that down because no one's watching the media or anything, because the situation you got to give flowers and shout outs to is Julian Assad. He exposed the pyramid of all these social medias and all that. And this is one of the reasons why it's all fake. It's like, no. So this is one of the reasons why my platform, I'm trying to push out the message before they take my page down or whatever. But that's just how it is. I don't believe in that kind of media. My main media is right now is on Rumble. Maybe you guys, if YouTube doesn't chop it up, but also podcasts, but they're going hard on podcasts. Look what's going on in Canada. If you have a podcast and you're from the United States, they will ban you. They're banning everything, and also you need to have a certain amount of numbers for them to follow. And they say, "Hey, this is what you're going to talk about." I'm so for free speech, and this is the thing. They're going to shut us down because, man, we don't know what's going to happen if we're going to have an elections or not. I mean, the left, the right, who knows?
Who do you got for presidency? Come on, man. I'll be honest.
I honestly,
Yeah, honestly,
I don't really think that we're gonna have an elections this year.
How can
really?
you
You
not?
can't skip it.
Yeah.
It's the elite.
I don't think they're gonna skip it. They
I
can't.
think
There's no
That'll
way.
create hell no.
I think-
Imagine that'll create
Drama.
It's not just gonna be Raza,
Yeah.
doing shit. It's gonna
Look
be
what's going on with Russia.
everybody.
Look what's going on in Ukraine. They're not gonna have elections. They already have. We're like, no, we're at war. So we're not
because
gonna
they're
have.
at war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look
Yeah,
what's
but
going.
we've had wars during elections.
Not like this. What's going on in Israel right now? Because
Yeah,
that's
but that concerns us, but I think that's not going to stop our elections.
Yeah.
because they already know who they want in power. It's the deep state. We all know who runs it. It's the Rothschilds. It's Israel. They
Oh.
run all that stuff. We all know what they're doing.
What
I
are
don't
they
care if this video gets shut down or messed up, but this is the honest truth. Israel and the Rothschilds.
Gil, you heard that?
Yeah, man.
I care.
We know.
Well, we brought you here.
us, right?
To get us
Well,
numbers, not to shut us down.
Nah,
Shit.
we all know the situation.
Well, thank you for joining, everybody.
Anyway, this has been good.
Yeah. You can find
You know where the
Signal
freeway
Hill
is, right?
Experience
No.
over on.
But yeah, it's all. Honestly, we don't know.
Shout out to Chris.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
But honestly, we don't know. I mean, who knows if we don't know if Biden's gonna drop out or you got DeSantis or
Biden's gonna drop dead, dude.
Yeah.
What
What
are
do you mean
talking
drop out?
about?
You think he has that much life in him?
someone told me this.
Dude.
Someone told me this. Megaman, do you really believe that Biden's a reptilian? I don't know. There's a lot of weird things, man. You see a little stuff here and there in his face. He's pretending, but those all
He looks like he's had surgery. Like,
faceless.
yeah. He looks a little stretched out there.
I think his
You
time's
know?
up. He probably knows it.
Yeah.
He's just like, screw it. I'm gonna throw I'm gonna throw my name in just to try to get Trump out. You know, but
Yeah,
it's
man.
dude,
Yeah.
Trump is so far in advance. Like to
You
even
see
catch up to
pictures
this guy.
of Biden back in the days
Yeah,
when
I
he
seen
was
that.
vice president versus now.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah.
Man, that's a big difference.
I mean, but everybody that's president ages.
They age a
quick.
lot, yeah.
I mean, Barack
The
Obama.
stress.
I mean, he went in with no gray hair, and he came out with a head full of gray hair, and that's only 8 years. You know, and it's just like, man, the stress
Yeah.
that man probably has, or any president. I don't care if you're good, bad, or what,
Yeah.
but I'm sure you know.
I was looking at a comment. Someone put ask about Dos underground New Mexico base. That is actual true right there. There's about 10 to 15 levels. That's how they are. And also in Area 51, the aliens and all the species of 10,000, they're not at Area 51. They're at Area 54.
Right next door.
Right next door. And did you hear about the situation with Katie Beach?
No.
You heard about that story,
Is
right?
Is that some alien stuff?
Well,
so the aliens are coming.
This guy, he likes to explore the desert.
Uh-huh.
And he did a YouTube talking about like, hey, I'm exploring the desert. So he went to a cave and all this weird stuff is going on. Like, hey, what the heck? And it was like an M cave.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes back, does a video, and he says, oh, this is what happened. And the YouTube people are going hard on the pain. Like, yeah, I don't believe you. There was a comment that says, if you go back there, you can't come back. So he went over there and he disappeared.
What?
And a lot of people said that when he went to that cave, he went to the back entrance of Area 51.
Okay, so this guy didn't tie a rope to himself.
Well, you're not supposed to
and
get
walk
anywhere
in or
near
what?
there, though.
You know.
Well, I mean,
Like
here's
they say that you're gonna get shot down if you get
Well,
anywhere that you're not supposed to.
when you
You
hear
know,
this,
you know,
So-
I believe Nidia's from Mars.
aliens
You're
from Mars.
fucking dumb.
I truly believe it. There's times I get up at night and
Aliens from Mars? I don't believe that, but I believe humans came from Mars because Mars used to be Earth. You ever heard the story about they found particles called xenon? There was a great nuclear war. So anyone that survived the great nuclear war of Mars, where it used to be Earth, they landed over here in Earth. The Ajijis, the Anunnakis, the Nephilims, whatever humans they were. So now that's why a lot of people are saying that the nuclear war of whatever the clouds they have, it's all gone. So now you're finding more minerals, you're finding water, and now when these found xenon, that was from an actual like nuclear weapons that was like, what the fuck is this? So that's why.
So do you think we're aliens to other planets because we're going out to these other planets to try to create life? Do you think we're the aliens to those planets? Because we're trying to get to Mars for some reason.
Yeah, we are.
You know, so we're the aliens to them.
To me, I feel that Earth is the continent of Atlantis.
That's down in the ocean, bro. That's not like right there.
Really
Come
think about
on.
it. You really
I-
think
I
about
seen
it.
the
we take
Disney
calls.
movie.
I say we take calls.
Let's take callers. Call in.
I know.
Call in because this
call.
is getting serious.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if you think about the continents, advanced civilizations that was like conquered, it was the continent of Atlantis. No one talks about Lemuria right there in the middle of the Indian Ocean, and because you know that the continent right next to Africa, which is Madagascar, that is the remaining continent of Lemuria. The continent of Mu, right there in the advance in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. The leftover continents from that is like Fiji, Eastern Island, Hawaii, Tonga, all those. That's from the advanced civilization that was sunk because the Atlanteans had nuclear wars back millions of years ago and sunk that continent because they could not work out their differences, and close to 50 to 130 million people died. Or even the continent of New Zealandia, right next to New Zealand, that was an advanced civilizations that conquered There's a lot of stuff that we don't know about, and this is one of the
All right,
things.
we got a call coming in.
Oh shit! Here we
All
go.
right, ready?
Let's do it.
Hello.
Caller. You on the 100 block?
How's it going, guys?
All right. What's going on? What's on your mind?
Talk to us.
So about a few months ago, I paid $5 for the Chicano rap documentary. And the documentary never happened.
Is this Easy Flores?
This is him.
That's what I know that voice, man. This guy's a hardcore podcast listener.
Yeah.
Speak your mind. Speak your mind.
How are you guys doing?
All right. And you? How's your Thursday night going?
Good. We're here at work. I was eating lunch break, and we got this nasty ass snowstorm.
Oh
And,
shit! Where you at?
That you could stay.
Okay, you broke up a little bit.
Yeah,
Can you
you're
repeat that
getting
again?
cut off.
I'm over.
See, they're in on us. They don't want us to know where he's at. Conspiracy
yeah.
right there.
I'm telling you, a lot of weird stuff.
Right.
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
All right, try that
Yes.
again.
I said, Tony A don't want to pay my $5. That's like,
You gotta get it. You gotta talk to Tony A on that. Because
yeah.
the thing is, he's gonna ask for receipts. Show me proof. That's just how he is.
So I actually do got a real question. What do you guys think of that Miami deal?
I think they're trying to focus on that. And the situation is because I think there's a lot of portals open up because of the CERN, but also I think they want to keep us distracted because there's more new evidence coming out from the Epstein's Island.
Shit.
It's deep. And we already know that 60 to 70% of all that list is from Israel. It's from the Mossad. We all know. We're not stupid. That's why they keep on blocking my page and all. We all know, but people are scared to speak up. It's all on Rumble. You can do your research. It's all there. You know Israel was involved in 9/11. You know they were involved on that heist of taking trillions of dollars. You know they were involved of killing John F. Kennedy. We already know.
Man, you took that shit to a
We
whole
don't fuck
level.
around, dude. We already know. Israel,
Shit.
Israel, we all know that 80% of Israel is owned by the Rothschilds. We know that there was a whole bunch of stuff that happened, that the country was going to be back with John F. Kennedy, and the military industrial was started after John F. Kennedy was assassinated because Israel needed that nuclear bomb and that they stole and they hid it. And a lot of those locations that they hid that nuclear weapons and all that was Wilmington, California, and the harbor area. And they went to Mexico, to Argentina because they needed that weapon because all the Arab countries were
we're
gonna
get shut down.
Yeah.
We need to cut him off already.
Caller. You got him going.
Yeah, well, we're just gonna say like that. We're just gonna say like there's a lot of stuff coming out, but you know what? It is what it is. It's all in the proof. Proof is right there. You just gotta do your research.
Nice. And so when can we expect another episode on Spotify from you, Megaman?
I'm gonna put an episode out, clearing the air. There was a situation about years ago. I think I saw Rancio Ramos on, and I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say on it. But also, there was other people. It's like, hey, you don't have to speak on it because for what? I don't dwell on the past. I more focus on the present and future. So I'll talk about it, but I'll keep it light, keep it very professional. And I have some good people coming on, King guests. I got shout outs to Ellie in a minute, Evan, Commitment Soldier. I'm in talks of trying to get some.
But wait a minute. I thought you didn't take guests. I thought you said you weren't doing guests.
It's invitation only.
Mm.
I only bring 2 people on a month, you know, because the thing is, the reason why it's invitation only.
Thank you, caller.
Thank you, caller.
All right, you guys have a good one.
All right, you too.
Have a good one.
The reason why I only bring 2 guests on, guys, is because I want to build relationship and get to know them. So when they do come on my show, I already know that person. We're going to have an easy conversation. That's what I like because
Well, yeah, you want to trust who you're bringing on. You don't want to
can't just bring
anybody.
anyone on. You know,
So what's going on in Miami?
CERN.
That was in Miami Dolphin talk.
Well, they
Oh,
show
we got a call
I
coming
just
in.
heard-
Hold on. Hello?
Caller. You on the block?
Oh, they hung up. Love Machine.
Oh, the answer.
Oh,
What up, Love
shit.
Machine? What's up? You on the block, homie?
So I'm a first time caller, and
I'm just a love machine.
I'd like to ask your guest, what does he think about skinwalkers? he thinks those are IE fools hitting the pookie, getting all crazy, or what's the deal with them skinwalkers?
I don't know. You got to ask Flyboy on that. He lives over there. Yeah, I mean,
Only one of the tweakers. Oh, no.
you know what? You know, those skinwalkers, I believe they're out there. And, you know, to be honest, we were talking earlier, that CERN opened a lot of portals. There's a lot of weird stuff that we don't know about. But skinwalkers, I believe in all that. When you watch that movie back in the day called Thunderheart with Val Kilmer, talks about, you know, people... skinwalkers turning to different types of people or different animals. I really believe in that because there was an incident. I have family that live over there by Parker, by the Indian reservation right next to Lake Havasu in Arizona.
Oh, yeah, I love Parker.
Yeah, and there's a lot of crazy things over there. I heard a lot of crazy stories about skinwalkers, but also in the Central Valley. So anywhere was a Indian
What's a
reservation.
skinwalker?
Yeah,
To me, I
right?
think that's like somebody walking around in the nude.
They turn...
Yeah, I seen that shit. They had one. I forgot on what. I think it was Netflix or something.
Yeah.
I couldn't find it no more, but they gave the whole story about the Uinta Basin.
Oh, a Skinwalker Ranch.
Yeah, it was Skinwalker Ranch, but I can't find it no more. But it was a trip how they said that they were like hunting and it was at night. They go, a portal opened up and like some shadow figure jumped out.
Yeah.
And all the crazy shit that was
A
happening.
lot of
there,
weird
I was
stuff.
like,
Yeah. It's all true.
Yeah, I
You a
was tripping
conspiracy
out on
too? Love machine or
Yeah.
what?
Hey, I love all that shit. I believe in like them giants in Afghanistan.
Yo,
fucking,
that's true. Hold up. Love Machine.
Giants?
Hold up. Hey, Love Machine, stay on.
Fuck.
There was a story in the country of Syria that the Free Assyrian Army were underground, and the dictator for Syria had to call Putin from Russia. It's like, hey, I need a problem. I need all the special forces from Spetsnaz to come and say, we got the Spetsnaz. I think they had over 150 to maybe 200 Spetsnaz special forces to go underground to try to kill whatever they can with the freedom fighters. And there was a lot of issues that no one knows about, that the Anunnakis are still here. The Nephilim giants are still here. You heard about Kandahar in Afghanistan, but also at the same time, there's Nephilim giants over there by Oregon that, you know, weird things. But I really believe that they're here. And even in the Solomon Islands, oh boy, I heard in World War II, the giants were just killing Japanese soldiers left or right in cannibal. There was a Nephilim giants that killed close to 100 Japanese soldiers. No one talks about that.
Dude,
Yeah.
this is like
Yeah, no, I
way over my
believe in
head.
all that shit.
I didn't know you were about that.
Right? Like,
Love
fuck.
Machine.
Nah,
They're all coming out.
I believe in like the ghost stories because I had a gang of ghost experience.
The Kukui, you know him or
Yeah,
what?
hey, fool. I believe in all that shit. I've been having experience like that since I was a little kid.
Yeah.
You
What's
know
what's
what I
that?
mean?
What's that
That
one? The one that mom lost her kids in the fucking
La Rona.
river? La Rona.
La Rona.
Yo.
Damn.
Do you ever heard about the
Hey.
Duendes? Do you hear about the Duende
Hey,
Village?
no, wait. La Llorona went Hollywood, fool. She gets child support.
I should get child support. Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's all about that. She's all about that wig, fool. That women in chocolate. Hey, fool.
Wig. Yeah, man.
Yeah, women in chocolate, fool.
Hey.
That's what she supports.
Hey.
son.
Hey, Love Machine, before you sign off, I want to let you know you should do a ghost story or conspiracy going to Lake Arrowhead because that's where a colony of duendes live at.
What?
You know what? I'm not a real super believer with the duendes. I heard about that stuff, like the Mexican folktales, but
Yeah.
like I never like.
I believe
you know
that.
what I mean? My homeboy
I
Dopey,
believe it.
My homeboy Dopey said he seen what do you call them? What was Tinkerbell? One of those pinchy.
Oh yeah. I heard stories about that.
What, there's Tinkerbells running around now?
Yeah,
What?
I heard stories.
What?
I heard stories.
I need a fucking joint for this
go,
shit.
right? Dopey word.
I need another beard if we're gonna go down this
This is
fucking
not
rabbit
strong
hole,
enough, dude.
right?
Hey, fool. Hey, trip out on
Now I
this
got
one, fool. My
Tinkerbell
boy
chasing me
Dopey.
around, huh?
Hey, no,
homie.
hey, fool.
Oh,
Hey,
damn,
the homie
dog. You
Dopey,
gonna be
hey.
the Peter Pan for us or what, homie?
Hey, no,
Men in
Yeah.
Hey, trip out, fool. That fool Dopey was truck driving, fool. He was going state to state. He said he seen
Hey.
a little ball,
Fucking
fool.
Truck
He
drivers
That
have a
little
lot of
fucking-
crazy stories.
Well,
Truck
no
drivers have a
shit,
lot of crazy
fool.
stories. Lot lizards.
Hey,
Fucking Love
He was
Machine. He
on
showed
the
her the ass
fucking
already. He's gonna
news,
show himself. He's gonna show us with tights this time.
Men in tights.
He's all,
Hey.
fuck it. Men in tights.
Damn.
Peter Pan, I want that Skippy.
All
Peter butter.
spandex, homie. All spandex.
We don't want to see your
Telling
moose
you,
knuckle.
dog.
Calm down.
Yeah.
But Love Machine,
Alright.
just want to say thank you for watching the show. Much
Oh,
love.
yeah.
And whenever you have an event, hopefully maybe in June or July, Love Machine, I'm gonna get you on the podcast, man. I'm gonna show you some shine and love.
Thanks for the
hey,
call.
keep an eye out too. We're gonna throw the full Olympics, dog.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that. Yeah, I'm gonna repost that shit for you.
Yeah,
For
Long Beach
sure.
Carlos. Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Damn.
Hey, spread the love, man, and we're gonna need some hyenas to be judges. To we're gonna do the little Sharpie eyebrows. Who could do the best Sharpie eyebrows? You know what I'm saying? So hey,
Oh, I gotta see this shit.
Oh shit.
keep the eyes and ears open, Playboy. You guys have a good one, though.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
for sure.
Let's do that shit.
Hell
All right,
yeah,
good.
man.
Thanks for the call, Love Machine.
Oh yeah.
All right, have a good one.
All right,
You
later.
too,
Later,
you
man.
too.
Later.
Damn. So back on the Miami. I thought you guys were talking about Miami Dolphins. But then I
No,
heard
they were
Epstein
Dolphins.
or Epstein
Did
or
you
something
hear,
like
Did
that.
you hear the story about the Miami coach?
No.
That guy's a pimp. That guy, he's married now, but his wife now was married to one of the players. Said, "Hey, man, you're not doing anything with that girl, so I'm gonna take your girl away, and if
Hold
you
on,
got
we
a
got another
problem,
call
I'm
coming
gonna
in.
fucking cut you."
Damn, caller. You on the block. Hello, what's up? What's up? You on the block?
I have a question for Megaman. Do you know like any rappers that rap about like the stuff you talk about? Because I know back in the day there were some rappers called Lost Children of Babylon. There were some other guys called Atma, Master Builders. Just curious if you know.
No, but if you know anyone, just DM me at the Long Beach Social Experiment. I'll check it out. That's a first for me.
Mm-hmm.
That's a first for me. Just send me some info and I'll check it out.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Yeah, because dude, yeah, like those rappers, I listened to them back in 2008, 2009. I don't think they're still making music anymore. But yeah, I've been trying to like find for new ones, but I can't find them. But,
You know what?
but yeah.
Just send me some info and I'll check it out. And you know me, I'll repost it. I'll show some stuff. I'll find them. I'll see if they have an Instagram and I'll tag and do whatever they can to show some love.
All right, for sure. And then one more thing. Have you heard of some guy named Bruce MacDonald? He kind of talks about some other stuff, but I guess a little bit more deeper.
No.
Have you heard the name?
You can
No?
go deeper than that.
There's
Damn.
there's a lot of
Yeah.
stuff. There's a podcast I want you guys to look up called Theories of a Third Kind. Rumble, with Ryan Dawson. I mean, there's a lot of platforms that talk about things. Lullaby podcasts, talk about some horrors and some true crimes and all that. But yeah, just send me some info again and I'll look it up and I'll repost it.
We got some comments up there. It says K Reno has a song called Grand Deception. And then we got Jedi Mind
Okay,
Tricks
nice.
also raps about that shit.
Yeah, Jedi Matrix. Yeah, I know about them. But
Yeah.
the other one, I'll have to check them out. The first one you said. But yeah, you're on Rumble, right? I'll hit you up through Rumble.
Yeah, you know what? Check out the episodes. I'm only on Rumble. I do a podcast with a homie King Mexico. Just type in on Rumble King Mexico, then you'll look at it. I think he has 10 followers. We're trying to build it up because I want to build the show organically, and that's one of the things, guys. My podcast is way different. I don't want to regurgitate. I want to keep everything original, informative, and it's like something like, oh, check it out, because that's my main pet peeve, to stay original and do not regurgitate. And I want people to research and do their fucking homework.
That's
Yeah,
right.
for
There
sure.
you go.
That's what's up, man.
thank you.
All right, thanks for the call, man.
Thank you.
And that's the way we're
Thank
gonna
you.
end the show today.
Ooh,
Mega Man.
I feel like we just scratched the surface.
Damn, no, you wouldn't like. Man, you way over there, man.
Before we go,
yeah.
though, Mega Man, is there anything you want to say?
Yeah, right into that camera. Where to find you?
I just want to say, America Cholo Boo Boo. I love the show. You can follow me at the Long Beach Social Experiment Podcast. If you follow me and it says, "Are you sure you want to follow because of this?" Just follow me. That's like to me a fucking merit badge. Shout outs to King Mexico. Check it out on Rumble. Shout outs to King Guest. Movies on Weed, Flow, Chicano State of Mind, Brown. I mean, shouts to Cindy. I mean, that girl, dude, she was like, you ain't going nowhere. And I just want to say to all the people who watching the show, thank you. I really appreciate it. And to all the hardcore podcast listeners around the world, and even to a lot of the troops, a lot of the troops that hear my podcast, and thank you to that. And then any of the aliens, hey, shout out, keep on listening to the podcast, and that's about it. But once again, thank you for having me on. I really, really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you for
And then
thank you for coming.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
later you got some stuff coming up this
Yes,
next couple days.
Actually, tune in tomorrow at 7:30. We got Ladies' Night happening here. Tomorrow's going to be our first of many. And on Saturday, not gonna tell you who, but we have a very popular biker chick that you're going to love at 12 o'clock. So don't forget to tune in.
That's what's up.
That's
That's
it.
it.
That's it. And
Go
then
Niners, baby!
That
Go
ends the
Niners!
100 block.